Our next problem goes over sum ifs and count ifs and average ifs one more time. So now no new material here, just a little bit of different settings, and also index and match are repeated briefly as well. So we have a problem where we have 500 people, 500 workers of a company, and they are driving different company cars. So the first car, for instance, is an Audi. It has a license plate. It has a number of miles that have been driven on it. And these people have been compensated for their mobile phone or cellular phone usage as well. And they are using three companies, Elisa, EMT, and Tele2. And they've spoken for a different number of minutes. So what we want to know is, how big are the sums and averages of all companies, both for cars and mobile phones? So let's begin by counting all the miles for Audis. So let's write equals sum ifs, parentheses begin. And we want to at first give names here. So let's select the entire table. Let's click on it and press Ctrl Shift asterisk, and then formulas, create from selection, and top row only, left column is not correct. And now the formula equals sum ifs, and we're summing together miles, semicolon. We are looking at whether the car was an Audi, so the second block is car, and semicolon, Audi, I3. And that's it. It looks through all the cars. When it's an Audi, it sums together all the miles, and it gets 732,000 miles. When we copy this formula, we get different numbers of miles for each company. The highest being right now Audi for the number of total miles. But let's see how many cars are there of different brands. So we write equals count ifs. What we're checking out is car, and we want to see whether the car is Audi, and here it is, 69 Audis. There are 72 Hondas, which is the biggest number. But let's see whether Audi, who has the biggest sum, has also the biggest average. Let's check that one as well. And average can actually be done in such a way that we take the sum of all Audi's miles and divide it by the number of Audis. The sum ifs is divided by count ifs. And for Audi, the average mileage is 10,600, whereas the highest average mileage belongs to Volkswagen with 11,900. So a difference here, and of course we also have a function called average ifs, which does the same thing, which calculates the same numbers. So it goes like this: average ifs, parentheses, and the range that we are averaging is still miles. We're looking at car block, and we want to see whether the car block contains an Audi. And these are the same numbers with Volkswagen leading. Now, let's make the same exercise considering the mobile phone or cellular phone companies. First of all, we want to know how many minutes were spoken with Elisa by Elisa clients. So we'll write equals sum ifs. We're summing together minutes, so it's mobile phone minutes. we're summing them together if mobile semicolon is Elisa, and we get 250,000 minutes. And other companies are quite at par with that, 254,000, 258,400. But let's see how many people are speaking with those respective phones. So it's CountIFs, and we're checking the range named mobile, and we want to see whether it's an Elisa, and we have 168 phones for Elisa and 169 for AMT, and Tele2 has 163. Let's compute the averages, which is sum divided by count. And the highest average belongs actually to Tele2 with 1,585 minutes per month. Okay, and now let's calculate the average with the function average ifs, and we're averaging the block minutes if the block mobile equals to Elisa here, and the same numbers come out for all the companies. Now what also interests us is what is the smallest mileage driven with a car. So we write equals min miles, and we get to know that it's only 5 miles that someone has driven with his new company car. Let's see what is the maximum of minutes spoken. We write max minutes, and we get to know it's 3,000. Now we want to know who these two persons are. So we are looking for index and match. At first, let's see on which row in the miles block is number 5, the smallest mileage. Let's write down equals match, we're matching number 5 from block miles with a 0, and here it is, 47th row. Let's see if we find something like that from there. Let's start going. 33, 47, yeah. So the answer should be Viljärveski. Let's see if this is going to come up, because now that we have match telling us that it's the 47th row on which the answer is, we're going to put an index around it and take the, remember that index was an exact opposite function of match. With match it told us that 5 is on row 47. With index we know already for the 47th row, and we want to know in name block who is the person on the 47th row. So we'll write equals index, parenthesis, the block name is name, and we take from name block the 47th. Remember that match was inside index, so it was run first. So what happens first is match is run, and 47 is the answer, and then index name 47 gives us the 47th name, and the answer is Viljärveski as expected. And let's do the same for minutes. We know 3,000. Let's see on which row is it in the block minutes. Equals match 3,000 from minutes semicolon 0. It has to be there exactly. There is no missing it. And it's on 27th row already. Let's see if we can find that one as well. 27th. Yeah, if we don't include the word minutes itself, it's gonna be on 27th row. Yeah, here it is, 3,000. And now we know that match that is on 27th row. Now we use index and take from the block name the 27th. And here it is. Tormideras is the person we are speaking of. Okay, so such a little repetition of SUMIFs, COUNTIFs, average ifs, and index and match.